For a long time, I felt like there's nothing much going on anymore and my life is kind of stagnant. But this past week has been life-changing for me and I have to tell you about it. Before I show you what I did, I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is literally my first YouTube video, so I'm lucky it found you. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing. Now back to the video. The objective for this week was to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I feel like a lot of comfort is around us, but it's all cheap dopamine, scrolling, a lot of things that just numb us. And I wanted for this week to have more substance, to be actually real, to meet more people. And I knew that all of this has become very uncomfortable for me, even when it wasn't before. Before I was a lot more open and a lot more someone that will experience things and live these experiences. Now I realize I have to build these experiences for myself. So I listed out a few categories and I picked 1 to 2 items per category. Maintenance things that will set me up for success, fitness that feels fun, social activity, creative activity, a spiritual goal, technical skill at work, reading, and self-care. Now let's see my Notion, and if you want the template, please write me a comment and I will send it to you for free. The next step for me was to actually schedule these experiences for myself and book anything that I need to book in advance. So I had 2 fitness classes that I booked in advance. One was called Spring Cleaning Yoga class and the other one was a Pilates beginner class. And that was actually my first Pilates class ever. The third thing was I wanted to attend more AI and creative events. So I found an event that's for AI vibe design and I will tell you about it, but it was really good. And for the maintenance items, I did picking 6 outfits for the week in advance and ironing them because as you see, I have a lot of layers and each one needs to be ironed. Sometimes I don't iron anything. And because I work from home, so a lot of times if I don't have an outfit picked out, I can just stay home and settle into this comfort. So this week I told myself, nope, I have to actually go outside. And the second thing is finally cleaning my fridge and do some ingredient prep. I also thought of an experience that I really want and then searched for it, found it, and booked myself for it, which was finding a cafe that is an arts and crafts cafe and being surrounded by this creative energy around me and actually journaling there. The spiritual goal for me was to pray Fajr and to read 1 page of Quran. I'm also reading that book called The 4-Hour Workweek and I finished 60% of it, so I wanted to finish 70%. I also booked myself for a coaching session, which was also amazing. And I work as an AI engineer, so there was an agentic project that I wanted to start at work. Lastly, have a focus mate session where I can do deep work with another person. It's a website that pairs you with someone else virtually and you get to co-work together and then say your goals at the beginning of the session, say what you did at the end of the session. So how did the week actually go for me? For the Pilates class, I haven't moved my body that intensely in so long, so I just felt like it's more challenging than I thought it will be. But the class was like 8 people. We had an instructor. She was very attentive to each one of us. She would correct my form when I do something wrong. And I felt embarrassed. I felt like new feelings that I haven't felt when I'm staying home all day and being on my phone. And then I remembered there's something called the spotlight effect where you overestimate how much people actually notice you. And then I looked around for a minute and saw that everyone has mistakes and everyone gets corrected sometimes. And I'm not the only one. Suddenly I'm not embarrassed anymore and I started to actually feel grateful for not being perfect at this because other people, when they see that I'm getting corrected, maybe more than them, they will feel more comfortable in the class. I think at the end of it, I showed how much painful it was. I just said like, oh, that hurts. Everyone was agreeing with me. So we had a community moment there. Cleaning the fridge and doing the ingredient prep actually saved me a lot of time in like cleaning dishes and cooking. I feel like I was close to feeling burnt out from all the dishes and housework that gets accumulated really fast because there's no system. And once I had just a little bit of system because of this move, I felt much better. I did not choose my 6 outfits in advance, but I did go out for the 6 days and I got dressed for the 6 days. I listened to more than 10% of the 4-Hour Workweek book, and I love this book because I think this is something that is on my mind a lot. The new rich concept and having time wealth, and especially with having a lot of AI advancements now, I can only think of how we can use that for our own human life instead of using that to work even more with the machines. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on this because I'm really interested in this topic right now. I did pray Fajr every single day. I did not read 1 page of Quran every single day. This alone has fixed my sleep schedule, gave me a lot of peace that I can't even describe. I had more energy during the day and the mornings were just amazing. That was a big takeaway for me because I knew mornings are really good, but it's been a long time since I woke up that early and started my day that consistently every single day. And in this phase of my life, it's honestly everything. It made me feel crazy for waking up and holding my phone the first thing in the morning or snoozing the alarm a lot. I started the AI project I wanted to start at work, and I didn't even feel any resistance, which is also a crazy thing because this resistance has been there for a long time. I feel like I finally am enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying learning, and I don't have any urges to be on my phone or watch TV. I attended this coaching session and my coach was just godsend. She was perfect for me. We connected right away, and I haven't had the easiest time finding coaches that I would connect with right away. So that was crazy because this was the first session, and I knew first sessions usually you don't get a lot from it. It's more like answering a lot of questions, but she gave me a lot of value from the first session. I ended the session feeling empowered and feeling like I can do more things, and that I don't have to think about how every single person sees me, because I will never figure this out and it doesn't have any place in my life. The vibe design event, that was unpredictable for me because I told myself I have to at least talk to one person, and I was very nervous about this, but I sat in the front row and there were 3 speakers. All of them are sitting in front of us, and it was time for questions. I raised my hand, I asked the question. I was a little nervous at the beginning, and then I just felt comfortable to ask the question. And it was very real. It started a big, honest conversation where everyone was sharing more about how they see art and technology. And I felt so happy. A lot of people kept saying, oh, that's a really good question. And I was very happy that I spoke, because if I had never said what I wanted to say, it would have never led to all of these amazing conversations that I learned a lot from. And also, I know a lot of people also did. So that was honestly a very memorable experience for me. Last 2 things, I went to the Arts and Crafts Cafe in San Francisco, and my inner child was so happy. I felt loved in this place. A lot of creative activities around me, and I stayed there and journaled for a bit, and it was just amazing. Last thing, the spring cleaning yoga class. That was lovely. I realized how fast I move in general, and to stop and think about what seeds I want to water this spring, what more things I want to give my energy to, what do I want to let go of? All of these questions while being in a room with a lot of people committed to their peace was a great experience. I did not demand perfection from myself, and I enjoyed every single present moment I had in this week. Everything I learned, everyone I talked to, it was very refreshing to be uncomfortable in some situations and grow from it. But the most important thing in this video is that I noted 5 things that I want to take away from this week to the next. The first is that life rewards the energy that you bring to the day. So waking up and holding my phone overload my brain in a way that prevents me from having an intention for the day. But this week I woke up and set my intention for the day, and during the day I would remember that I want to notice more things, that I want to be more open, that I want to talk to more people and to try new things, and that it's okay to be uncomfortable. I was not harsh with myself this week, but I did more things that are out of my comfort zone and enjoyed them. Second thing is waking up early saves my life, because I did not know how a slow morning can save my whole day. Third thing is, of course, getting out of your comfort zone is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're gonna be uncomfortable in your life. A lot of the time we hear hustle advice to get out of your comfort zone, but it's always in the way of like chase your goals and dreams, which is a good thing. But it's not the only purpose of getting out of your comfort zone. I think humans need to realize that getting out of your comfort zone is also an act of self-care. Fourth thing is that I don't have to follow rules that don't fit my soul. If my soul is leaning towards a fun type of movement, instead of running on a treadmill, I should follow that. Fifth thing, that it doesn't have to be a 0 to 100 in every single thing. I only scheduled 2 fitness classes for last week, and for this week I scheduled 3. Sure, this will grow by time, and I'm not in any rush to pressure myself. The last note is you should try tracking your week, and if you tried it before and you didn't like it, try different ways of tracking your week. So before giving up on tracking, I would recommend you find a way of tracking that is fun to you. That was all. My week was full and happy and full of energy, and I want this for every single human on earth. My goal from this channel is to help me and you be wealthy in time, money, and experiences. So if this resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.